welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina and Wake Forest Stadium. Saturday may be the traditional day for college football, but EA Sports College Football has a great showdown here on this Friday night. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Miami's head coach told me before the game, this is a huge opportunity. They almost made it to the national championship last year. As the runner-ups, they have proven that they can compete with anybody in college football, but now they've got to show they can do it again and be consistent competitively. Nice?
Okay, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Wake Forest offense will go on the attack first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Right back to it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be fourth down. They booted away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So Miami's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they'll put their fate in the hands of this transfer junior quarterback. He's trying to bounce back from a 4-interception game in their last loss. Inside, it's Fletcher. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
That's caught. It's Vaughn. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the big fella. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll do it himself. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. The Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. And they swarm him under.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Wiggins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Going with the ground game left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Here's Lopez to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. Here comes the heat. They're working that left side. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Demon Deacons right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in, it's Hernandez. It's a running room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Shakes off the defender. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Let's see what they've got on second down. Mensah unleashes it on the run. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. He's got the tight end. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Got room to work.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Running inside, it's Pringle. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And the Canes will call on their punt team. And they'll just down it right there. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Takes the handoff. It's Wiggins. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Offense gets set for second down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Throwing, Lopez. Under fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Hauls it in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Canes! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Rushes on him, and down he goes. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Lopez. Quarterback adapting. Going to try to get it himself. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. Takes it on the return. Drills him with the stiff arm. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Finding an escape route. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Pringle. Picks up the first down. There's some room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Hurricanes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Oh, they're after him. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's Fletcher. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. And he's in. Touchdown, Hurricane. Getting set for the point after.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Daniels. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Hands it off. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And the Hurricanes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. He wants to change this route. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And they will score. Touchdown, Miami.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
And he added the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carr. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Here's the pressure. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Pocket breaking down. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. And the Demon Deacons will have it 1st and 10. Here's Lopez to throw. Got a man. It's Johnson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Lopez to the air again. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Demon Deacons use their second timeout. They'll have one left. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing Lopez. Pulls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Wait calls a timeout, and they have no more to use. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Pressure coming, and they got him. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's lead things off with Houston, taking on the number 14 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
And the Demon Deacons will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. He breaks a tackle. Turning it on. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Caught behind the line. It's Vaughn. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
There's a crease. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Here's Mensah to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to Brown. Runs through the tackle. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Dead center perfect, and that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football.
What a cut, now he's loose. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Lopez takes a hit as he fires. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got him this time. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Lopez wants to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. The 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for space, it's Wiggins. And he's dragged down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. On the run, still looking. Makes his man miss. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Lopez to pass. The screen, he can go. Open space at the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. There is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say,
Picked off. What a play to set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running inside, it's Wiggins. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Lopez to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Demon Deacons look to do some damage in the red zone. From the gun, 3rd down, Gio Lopez. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll cut the lead to 13.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, we're still happy to get the field.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Mensah. Under fire. He gets away. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Mensah. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. After After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The play fake, Gio Lopez. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Lopez from the gun on 3rd down. He's open on the right. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. And the Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you...
Might have a chance. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. The Demon Deacons are flying down the field. Throwing, Lopez. Gets it out quickly. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Wiggins. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to... They've got a 1st down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Now the pitch. Plows through the defense. And he showed off that stiff arm as he had a decent run. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Moving out to the right. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the 1st down.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Buried before he completes. The Demon Deacons use their 2nd timeout. They'll have 1 left. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Snags it over the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Wait calls the timeout, and they have no more to use. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. The Canes in the hurry-up.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. Unleashes one deep. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one third and long. Under fire. He sacked this defense all over him. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Absolutely perfect.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lopez rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? They're in the gun on third down. It's Lopez. He's going to run it. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Lopez to throw for it on fourth. And it's his fourth interception of the night. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes.
Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. That one will put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched it away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Lopez wants to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Fourth down, Lopez. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Here's Lopez to throw. Here's the pressure. And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. What a helpless feeling for this defense to commit that penalty and pretty much end the game. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long, and now it's 2nd and a mile. Throwing Lopez. Lofts one high and deep. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.